Right. Well, today we're here with Disability Services.
Resources. Yeah,
Resources.
either way works.
What's your name and a little bit about what else provides?
So I'm Rihanna Breshaver. I'm the manager of the Disability Resources Office here at Delta. We provide supports and accommodations for students if they have any kind of diagnoses, whether it's a learning disability, mental health diagnosis, chronic health, visual impairment, hearing. The list goes on. There's like a wide umbrella of different things. But yeah, if there is something that is causing a barrier to some aspect of your education, we always want students to come ask us, no questions and bad questions, see what we can do. As long as we're not modifying the course or any of the objectives, and you need something that just provides you more equitable access and kind of puts you at the playing field, that is what we do.
That's awesome. So do you want to give us a couple of examples of like what you guys are able to offer for students?
Yeah, so some of the main ones are definitely testing accommodations. So if students have, like, say, test anxiety, maybe they have just general anxiety, and that is impacting their ability to focus on their test. They need more time to process the questions, go through the answers, and that time limit just increases that anxiety as it like ticks down. If we can provide some additional time for them to take that test, if they need a quieter space to take it in, we have the testing center as a great option. So that way, less distraction. If they need earplugs in, I think the testing center has like those little foam ones you can wear at concerts to help kind of cancel out some noise, and just kind of create a better space. Some other things, if students need to have things read aloud, we can do that with tests. We can give them access to screen readers that will read like any kind of documents, electronic text, anything like that. So that way they can help process the information better. Um, Mobility wise, we have amigos that they can loan, loan out, I guess is a good word for the semester if they need to. Lots of different assistive technology if they have barriers and need things to help process like recording lectures, things like that. So all kinds of different things, just very much depends on what your barriers are and what's going to help you have better access to your course.
And the big variety of accommodations. We love that.
There's a lot of things I'm like, let me go with just a general
Right.
majority, but yeah, there's so many different things that probably would take too much more time.
Process then for an incoming student then to get a hold of you guys.
So the best way, we have our main email, disability resources at delta.edu. All our information is on the services and supports on the Students Inside Delta page, through the main Delta website. So if you're not a student yet, you're kind of exploring what does Delta have. We're still under the services and support there. We're located inside the financial aid office in D101, so you can always stop in. It's Caitlin and myself, so we are a small office of two. So if by chance we're both busy, the front desk of financial aid is super awesome and has all our cards and info to give you. You can phone call. You can find us in our directory with our main office. But yeah, we do a lot through referrals from faculty, other staff, things like that. And then a lot of times, yeah, students find us just kind of through that process or from our information on the website. So we're pretty accessible. It's a cliche term to use, but through, yeah, phone, email, pop in, whichever way works best.
And then to just reassure students then you they don't have to come to your office every semester, correct?
No, nope. So we do one formal intake meeting, the first time that you would set up with our office. After that, we have students fill out a notification to instructor form that we send out via an email reminder every semester. That is just a permission form allowing us to send accommodations out to their instructors. So that's our only like formal requirement every semester. After that, it's kind of just to keep us in the loop. If you want to come in and just check in every semester and meet with us, absolutely able to. But yeah, if you just want to email us if you need something different, because you don't know what you don't know. So if you get new classes and you're like, ooh, I need a new support, I have questions, you can email us. You can schedule a meeting. Absolutely. That's no problem either. But yeah, you don't, you're not required to do a meeting every semester. So kind of makes that a little bit more of a chill process.
Do you guys do accommodations for kids that are sick or have to get COVID? Or like see your office for those reasons as well?
So we do offer temporary accommodations for illness and injury. That runs through our office under like an acute medical process. We do require documentation like a doctor's note or, things like that, just so that way we have the good window of the timeline that you're going to need to miss classes. But yeah, if you have any kind of diagnosis that you may have flare-up days or kind of like those no good days for any mental health related reasons, we do have an adjustment to attendance accommodation. So that way you don't have that extra stress of being penalized for something that you don't have control over and you can't anticipate when that might happen. So yeah, they just have to check in with us. We'll go through what those steps look like, if there's anything additional we need. But yeah, we do have some things built in for those unexpected things that happen in life.
It's good to know. 'Cause a lot of students actually realize that disability services
Yep.
do help with mental issues.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. Can I ask now, since we've kind of started this, have you noticed the awareness around mental health just become more, I don't know what I'm looking for. How has the mental health change around Delta?
I think it's really been better getting more conversations like things like the mental health fair, just more pieces to stop the stigma of like feeling that shame of having mental health related diagnoses and that you should feel different or less than because it may impact you in different ways and you might need accommodations for like your anxiety or for your depression. So I think the more we talk about it and the more we normalize it, students feel more comfortable. I mean, we've seen a large uptick of students who come in for mental health related diagnoses. The more that we've put that information on our posters, the more we collaborate, with things like the mental health fair, and our counseling department and things like that. So just kind of making students more aware of all the resources Delta has and all the different opportunities that they have to also still feel like, hey, I can be just like a regular student. I just might need an extra support. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
You guys have a lot more posters out now, like flyer, pamphlets. They're all over school, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we're kind of throwing it out there even more because we want students to know we exist and to know that we do more than maybe the bias of disability might give, because there's also the stigma around there that it's such a small window. And they're like, oh, I don't qualify for that. It's like, oh, but you might. You never know. I was like, it's such a large umbrella. So yeah, we have a little bit of fighting the stigma in our own way.
Yeah, I love that. Is there anything else we didn't touch on that you want to share or make sure people know?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
That's fine. Just
Yeah,
wanted
we
to
did,
make
yeah.
sure.
But yeah,
Cover a lot.
I know. I'm like, I feel like we hit a large variety, but yeah, usually no question's a bad question. Like I said, so we always tell students, come bother us. It's literally not a bother, but it's just the phrase that I keep using. So yeah, even if you're like, I have no idea if I qualify, just come ask. If it's not something we can help with, we'll help find you and connect you with another resource or department, and then less work that you have to do to dig through resources and find things. So we're happy to help any way we can.
Very helpful. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.